A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Balde. Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Now it's Yamal. Passes short and sharp. And he's lost his man here. Tries to pass it through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a promising position. Punched away. Koundé. De Jong. Now it's Lewandowski. Balde. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that's a key interception. Keeper's got good distance on that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! There's a goal! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. Can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up.
Shot a goal! There it is! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Bellingham. Now it's Rodrigo. Oh, easy pickings there. He shifted it to the flank. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Madrid have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. This possibly the last play of the half. And he's there to clear it. And the first 45 minutes are up. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So it's back to business. Rafinha threads one in. He's a sharp little ball here. He's found a way through. Oh, good spread. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Strong running down that left flank. Tries to play it through. It's Lewandowski! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Balde promptly onto that, and that is that. Now that looks a decent ball. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's let fly! The ball is loose and the chase is on. Yamal, Dani Olmo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pass is just off target. Looking to play him in. De Jong. Pedri. Eder Militao cuts it out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Olmo. Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what has happened? And a chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Shapes to shoot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Koundé is there, and he can pick it up. Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Great big chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid get their fourth corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Out to the right. Crosses it in. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And now they can spring out of defence. Now that's well seen too. Pau Kubasi cuts out the pass. Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And the shot! Rodrigo. Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Aimed in toward... Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Both
12,
sides then taking this chance to
11,
turn to their
el
benches.
dorsal 6 serán sustituidos por El dorsal
Madrid
2.
still have
El
the
dorsal
cards to affect
21.
this game.
El dorsal 14. Se va a llevar a
He's got
cabo un
plenty of
cambio
space
de
out wide
jugadores.
here. Has crossed into the middle. And that's the keeper's ball. Nicely spread. It's a pretty loose pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he cuts out the supply. Can he get on the end of this? Well timed, excellent interception. Gavi. And here's Rashford. Ferran Torres receives it in a good position here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy.
Oh no, this does not look good. Pedri. This looks promising. Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Barcelona certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Ferran Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Araujo gets across to intercept that. Just 5 minutes remaining now. That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Aimed beyond the defence.
That's positional gold. The utilise.
He's had a shot! No, not this time.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. He's in plenty of space here. Not the most accurate pass. Koundé. Rudiger makes the interception. And that will be it. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So bring it on.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Lewandowski. And they're quick to get it back. Rafinha! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Incoming to big header!
Barcelona would very much seem to be...
He's tried one! Oh, that was venomous. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run. Tries a shot! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Lewandowski, and here's Dani Olmo. That's a nicely wasted... Oh, what a climb! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Now it's Mbappe, and he's got the beating of it. Oh no, this does not look good. That's an imaginative pass. Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. Well, that has not gone well.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he cuts out the supply. And he was quick to react. Challenge just in on the firm side. Pass is just off target. And a chance! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Balde tries to pass it through. Rafinha receives it in a wide position. Oh, played through for the wide man. Keeper's dealt with that. Time and again they are repelled. Spread it left. Knocks it into space. He can run onto that. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Valverde does really well there. He is strong. Can he get it through? And that's not going to reach. Kubasi gets it away. And it's Bellingham. And he's decided to go for it. And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That ball looks a good one. He's found a way through. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Now that shapes to shoot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through. He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Vamos perdiendo, pero aún queda mucho partido. Podemos remontar, ya lo creo que sí. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15 será reemplazado por el dorsal 12.
And we're off again. Madrid changed their lineup for the second half. A reaction, no doubt, to the half-time score. Out to the left it goes. Played into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, he's found support out wide. And he skips past his man. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Oh, perfectly measured that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh no, what has happened here? And this is Lewandowski. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Araujo. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a smartly directed ball. Now it's Rodrigo. Mbappe tries to get it clear. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, good-looking ball. Shoots! It's anyone's ball now. Koundé gets good distance on it. That was good pressing, forced the error to... Tries from distance. And they win it back again. That's a cute ball. That's good vision. And he's taking no chances there. Engages and forces him off the ball. A probing pass. That has ended up in no man's land. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Back into the middle. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. Not the most accurate pass. Played back in. Chance! No, he's missed it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
We
dorsal
have got
6,
changes here, for
el
both
dorsal
sides in
11,
fact.
serán sustituidos por el dorsal 14.
Pressing's
el
intense,
dorsal
and it's
21.
paid off.
Cambio de jugadores.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Gavi! Valverde. Brahim Diaz. And it's lofted through here. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's picked his way through. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Lewandowski.
That's going in strongly.
Played out to the left flank. Oh, that's a key interception. Now that looks a decent ball. Distributed tidily.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And the keeper's got it again. Now that's well seen too. Tries to play it through. Big chance! It's a goal! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. It made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Couldn't squeeze it through. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Now he's got space here. Barcelona looking to pass there. He's gone for goal! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
5 minutes left on the clock. Rashford receives it in a good position. It's Rashford! They've got to be quick to recover this. Keeper always had the measure of that.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for options for movement. Great vision. De Jong. Now the cross. Gets his head on it! And again!
2 minutos de descuento.
Chouameni going vertical. That's a good ball. And the shot! And that has faded wide. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And we're done. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Madrid. Oh, look. Yamal! Oh, denied brilliantly.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Looking for options for movement. Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. Now, can they get him away? That's a nicely shaped ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Dani Olmo. Played back into the centre. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
Whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. It's going to be another throw. And it's Olmo. Pedri. Now it's Dani Olmo. Now it's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely weighted ball. Ball swung in. Out of play for a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. No, that's been intercepted. Madrid are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And here's Mbappe. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Quality ball. That's been slipped through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now here's the delivery. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. De Jong. Always onto this.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's a sharp little ball here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. That has been cut short. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Rafinha. That's a cute ball. Chips it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Now that's well seen too. And that has left a heap. Now it's Yamal. He is through here. And it's made its way to him. No way through, so back it... Shot, surely! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, no joy this time. Dani Olmo is there, and he can pick it up. Aimed beyond the defence. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well-timed, excellent interception. And he's picked out the run. Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Barcelona get the second half going. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
He's gone for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
De Jong. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. Courtois gets his on it, and the danger is averted. Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Lewandowski, looking to play him in. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Played into space out wide. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Played back in, and he cuts out the supply. Now it's Mbappe. Might be dangerous. Takes a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, he's the one person you wanted that to fall to, and we saw this.
And he was quick to react. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That looks a cracking ball. Terrific header! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Lewandowski, foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He'll fancy himself from here. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Courtois claims comfortably. That pass isn't the best. Tries to pass it through, and the flag has stayed down. And he's there to belt it away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about. Shapes to shoot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Ambitious ball here. And no, that was never going to make it. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the...
Oh no, this does not look good. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gets into some space, and he whips. Big header! There's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, we all know, Peter, that this is a team capable...
Rafinha. And the finish! He's gone direct here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Howson makes the interception. Now it's Mbappe. No, not quite on the same wavelength. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that. Just about within shooting range. Looking for the run. And here's Rafinha. Chance for a shot! In he goes again.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now that looks a decent ball. Pedri. De Jong. It's gone backwards.
He had nobody else to help out there. Lamine Yamal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then
he's tried one! Decent enough try.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
There they go, hunting again.
Bellingham, played out to the left flank. Oh, good spread. And the number on the board is 3. And he's intervened well there. Nice looking ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Knocks it into space. Oh, super find. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. The pass has gone astray. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 30. El dorsal 2.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
El dorsal 11.
Madrid displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Shifted it to the flank. It's a pretty loose pass. Tries to play it through. Koundé. This is De Jong. Eric Garcia. Oh, nicely intercepted. Played into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's a shade optimistic. Nicely shaped ball. Pass somewhat off target. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking for a runner. Well, that has not gone well. Balde. Christensen. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Koundé. Oh, this looks sharp. Ferran Torres looking to get on the end of this. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well read, nice interception. Eric Garcia gets over and intercepts. Now it's Gavi. Ferran Torres. He slings, he rises! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Half-time, extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 24. El dorsal
Exhaustion,
3.
physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This really has been thrilling. Both sides. It's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind. Christensen picks it up from the goal kick. Pedri, and he welcomes it in. Oh, important interception. Rodrigo proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too. He looks to lift it. And the keeper's glad to see the back of that.
Valverde really would relish another crack at that same challenge, I suspect.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Gavi. Now he's got space here. Ferran Torres is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Great chance! just do it! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
Great vision. And he's straight offside. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Tries from a long way out. And that will sail harmlessly past. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. He's being urged to shoot. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And there goes the final whistle. Madrid pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And a chance! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Over to the left. Back into the middle. And here's Havertz. And he's quick to snatch it. And he's had a hit! They've got to be quick to recover this. Has a look and plays it forward. Now, can they get him away? Eze. And here's Havertz. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's onside. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's looking wide. Oh, no question, that's a foul. He's in a great position here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Trossard. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's under a lot of pressure there, and that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. No, again there's no way through. Now it's Havertz. Played out to the left flank. Vinicius Junior has it out wide and in space. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That has been slung wide.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Gets his head on it! He's got a goal! They are right back in business!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Rice. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Cross flung in towards the middle, and the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Looking for options for movement. Decent chance! Sticks it away! And the comeback is complete! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Madrid go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Great Rodrigo! In for the pieces! He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Saka. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's a sharp little ball here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rodrigo! Oh, cracking ball. Zubimendi. Havertz. Now it's Trossard. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Always onto this. Shot at goal! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And here's Mbappe, Vinicius Junior. And he's only too happy to take that back. Rice. Zubimendi. Well, that looks a decent ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Tries a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And one more try! They've done it! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Trossard. Played back in. Havertz. Strokes it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Oh, good take in a good area. Aimed beyond the defence.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Madrid are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And we are back on the way. Saka is in a really good position out wide. Trossard! Didn't quite get enough on that.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Havertz unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rice does really well to win the ball there. That is good alertness. No way through. And the through ball. Oh, this is a great position. Zubimendi. Now it's Mbappe. Rice. And that's gone loose. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Back in once more. Shot, surely! Madrid with the corner, they're first. Good read, needed to be. Saka. And he's worked it through. That's been cut out, well played. Calafiori gets across to intercept that. Now it's Trossard. Oh, super find. He's free. He's having a shot! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Arsenal take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
It's a pretty loose pass. It's a searching pass. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rodrigo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Looking for the run. That has not gone well. Zubimendi. Now it's Havertz. He shifted it to the flank. Knocks it into space. Rodrigo is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Big chance! It's Relu. That's another chance! It goes to show he is human after all.
Vinicius Junior clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Both sides
6.
then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 14. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Threads one in. Can he get on the end of this? Rudiger calmly anticipates. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's had it taken off him. Now it's Mbappe. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. Merino. Trossard. He has found the way through. He's had a shot! Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Timber's cross. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. This might spell danger. Shapes to shoot! Off the post. Flashes it up. He rises! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
And here's Havertz. Tries to play it through. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Arsenal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Eze. It's played through for him. And he's in on goal. Havertz was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Merino. Arsenal finding their passes. He's on it, can he get away? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Valverde.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
That's a throw. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Eder Militao makes the interception. Oh, good spread. He's found a way through. And he's being shifted off it. And that is that. Madrid pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And Shevchenko! And it's Serginho. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Peter, is this guy, Bastoni. He's always impressed me with the way he's gone about his game. He's physically dominant, he's very intelligent in his reading of the game and his positioning, and he's also now very confident in his possession and what he can deliver up the pitch.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass was...
Oh, terrible pass! Shevchenko. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Threads one in, and he was quick to react. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Van der Vaart. And he's had it nicked away. Looking for the run. Gullit. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It's a good 35 yards out, this.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Not the most accurate pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, this looks sharp. Back into the middle. And this is Gullit. Referee's given a throw. And it's pulled back. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Oh, that's a key interception. No, that's been intercepted. Van der Vaart. And this is Batistuta. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Gullit. He's had it taken off him. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Shevchenko. That's a pretty loose pass. Bastoni calmly anticipates. Costa Curta. Oh, there's a probing ball. That has been slung wide. Shevchenko. He is through, and the shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Bayer Leverkusen with the corner, they're first. Big chance! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's made its way to him. He's got away. Gets his head on it! He has done it! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Oh, that's well spotted. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Hullet. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Bayer Leverkusen upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Beckham. Batistuta is onto this, and it's Batistuta. Goes for a shot! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And again they hit the front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And he shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's charged, surely! And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to pass it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Shevchenko. He's a sharp little ball here. Beckham. Oh, it's Batistuta. Over to the left. Batistuta! And Shevchenko! No mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager.
And there's the end of the first half. And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
That's been slipped through. Tries a shot! Great defending, strong. Messi! They want to be quick to recover this. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now that looks a decent ball. Hullet plays it in. Perez. And here's Messi. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's burst through. Perez made a good run there. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Oh, super find. Shapes the shoot! He's got a goal! And the second half is off to a flyer! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And the finish! It's there! And this is getting better and better. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Cannavaro. Costa Curta. And it's Shevchenko. He shifted it to the flank. And he welcomes it in. Lovely chance for a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Cambio de jugadores.
Beckham to take it as usual. And it's been taken short. Played in by Pip. Bullish header! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he plays one through. Bastoni cuts out the pass. Van der Sar sends that a long way. And this is Hullet. Might be danger here. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Both sides
15,
then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 25.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Madrid have got it back, they'll have another go. And he's going to have his name taken. And that's been won straight back. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, cracking ball. No foul, says the referee. Right card, kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Batistuta. He's through here. Cannavaro cuts it out. Azar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cannavaro. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Saka. Nedved does well to get it back. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rijkaard. Bayer Leverkusen finding their passes. Danielson. He's found the way through. There's the shot! It's in! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Bayer Leverkusen are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And it's Azar. Nedved. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now it's Kane. And this is Messi. Bayer Leverkusen needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Kane. That is very well defended. That has not gone well. And this is Batistuta. Knocks it into space. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Oh, he's been flattened there. And he hits the net. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have them always think.
And that will be the final act. Madrid cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. And Stoichkov! Oh, split-second reaction.
Stoichkov clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. In towards the back stick. Bayer Leverkusen given another corner. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Opts to play it. There's the shot! Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Hullet. Well read, and the danger is averted. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot.
Conte! Beckham, the regular corner taker. Terrific header! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that's definitely not his best. Hullet. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Costa Curta. Neymar. Beckham. Bastoni. Dixon. Can he get it through? No, that's been intercepted. Van der Vaart. And he's picked out the run. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Hullet.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that's another throw. Great vision. The ball goes in. Played out to the left flank. In once more. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And he cuts out the supply. No, again there's no way through. Shevchenko. And this is Neymar. He has found a way through. That's headed upfield.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing the plan here.
Shapes to shoot! Just sails past the upright.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away at all.
Now it's Shevchenko. Hakimi wins the duel this time. Shevchenko with the foul. Now it's Hullet. ball looks a good one. Bayer Leverkusen upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
He's in plenty of space here. Real chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Bullet getting on for a third of the way through the game. And he welcomes it in. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And this is Shevchenko. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Van der Vaart. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well-timed, excellent interception. Bullet. Now it's Hullet. Conte. Now it's Hullet. Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. Mbappe. Now it's Beckham. Now it's Stoichkov. Stood up well to him there. It's a pretty loose pass. Conte. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Can he latch on to this?
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Pass somewhat off target. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Knocks it into space. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Nicely shaped ball. Conte. Now it's Stoichkov. Van der Vaart. Van der Vaart puts his foot on the gas. Costa Curta. Cannavaro. Spread out to the left. Tries to play it through. Pass is just off target. Conte. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And that's going to be a booking. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Stoichkov, and Stoichkov! Oh, that was no routine save.
Stoichkov actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Beckham plays it short. And that is expertly dealt with. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. Conte. Out to the left it goes. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Now it's Stoichkov. Messi.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Costa Curta. That has not gone well. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Shevchenko. He's in a great position here. Madrid have it back and can go again. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Back into the middle. Shevchenko. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Climbs up big! And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Van der Vaart. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, well cut out, no margin. Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Bayer Leverkusen are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
He's found the way through. He goes for a shot. Just cruising. They are cruising. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
And yes, it's him again.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 3.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Totti. Now it's Stoichkov. Looking for the run. And the finish! He's kept it out just.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. That's been cut out, well played. And this is Stoichkov. And he's well positioned. And he shoots! They've done it! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Bayer Leverkusen are having a ball here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That has ended up in no man's land. Costa Curta. Now, can they get him away? Oh, played through for the wide man. Chance, surely! No, that's just wide. Messi. That's a nicely shaped ball. Up he goes! Oh, crossbar! He's got a goal! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Madrid playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. And here's the chance to counter. Totti. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Mbappe. And it's Nedved, distributed tidily. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Rijkaard. Totti. Real chance! He's scored! Danielson duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Bayer Leverkusen are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Brilliantly cut out. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Totti. Oh, this looks sharp. Upamecano cuts it out. Pass somewhat off target. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And here's Mbappe. That is a brilliant interception. Nedved. He's looking wide. 4 added minutes on the board. That is good alertness. Probing pass. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. And he's straight offside. Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Totti. And we're done.